Alright, so today I'm going to be breaking down this old TV I was able to gather. So my neighborhood has pretty regular kind of trash bulky pickup events. And so sometimes in the evenings I go around and go on a little walk, see what I can see, and pick up things that are interesting that look like they'd be fun to take apart. Alright, so the first board is out. So you can see this is, some sort of display adapter board. So some sort of data bus would come in here and it distributes these signals out through maybe the left and right sides, or maybe, but that's kind of an interesting board. Not really much to that. It's actually pretty straightforward, just a bunch of surface mount components. And there's really not even a lot on there. So kind of interesting. Next we'll try to get the power board out of here. So you can definitely tell this is a power board. First giveaway, it's got an AC port that comes in, and electronics like this require DC current. So this board is responsible for rectifying and probably stepping down the power to a voltage that's usable by all the rest of the components on the board. You'll see usually big heavy power components, big inductors, some sort of transformer. This whole thing is meant for taking AC power and converting it to clean enough DC power that the power supplies on the rest of these boards can step them up or down to the voltage that they actually need and provide good stable DC current. You can also tell it's a power board because it's got these big thick traces back here. You don't always exclusively see that on power electronics boards that are responsible for higher currents than what you see like board level logic, but if you compare the traces on these two, this is, purely data with maybe a little bit of power involved to power some of these components, but you can see the traces are tiny compared to what you see on the power board. We'll see it when we take this board apart too. So that's kind of another interesting board there. You can see this one is mounted much more firmly than the rest, and that's because this connects to the outside world. So you've got people plugging jacks on here, pushing on these, and you can see if you ever look at one of these things, you can kind of tell here, when you're pushing on this, you're not really pushing on the board, you're pushing on the rest of the structure all around here, so you're not fatiguing the board and you're not going to break it or mechanically wear it out over time every time you plug in your jacks over and over again. Okay, so we'll compare this power board, which one of these connectors, I believe it was this one. Let's see. I think it was this one, had power coming into it from one of these maybe. So you can see this board is powered, right? But look, compare the traces on these two. There's just really no difference. You can see on the power board, it's got these huge traces for higher current signals, but you look at like a logic board like this, it's just basically a computer and transceivers and things like that, with some other logic implementation components on here. Some slightly higher power compared to this, but you can tell this is definitely not like a high power consuming board compared to something like this. That's about it. I'm going to take these circuit boards, add them to my big collection, and I'm that much closer to having enough parts for what I need for my project. Hope you enjoyed it. Kind of cool to see a semi-modern TV taken apart. This one was manufactured in 2015, so it's not super new, but it's pretty representative of what they still look like. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it.